Hello everybody. Today I want to show everybody this sulky hitch that I made, homemade. I guess it was at least 15 years ago. I called Gravely. I wanted to get a price on one, and I think it was 150 or 160 bucks. And at the time I didn't have any access to eBay or any internet. But I'm noticing now you could buy one for like $65 used. So I let it go for a while, and then one day I thought to myself, let me see if I could try to fabricate something that would work. So I did. And what I did was I took this pipe here. It's pretty thick here. Had it laying around, so I cut it about nine inches or so. Yeah, it is about 9 inches. And I figured, let me try to make one. And then the problem I was having is where I went into the sulky was too big around. Best thing to make these is a drill press and a lathe. But I don't have access to either. So I just did it with a grinder. I grinded it down until it would fit into the sulky, into one end. And what I did was, I took a 4-inch bolt. I stuck it up through the bottom here. And then I took a bushing. You can play around with bushings, or if you have like a nut, if you don't have a bushing, you have a nut that'll fit over the bolt here. You could try to do it that way, and just stick this on here like this. And then I had a bushing where it fits to where you would mount it on the tractor hitch. Goes up through the hole there. I was worried that this was going to damage the threads in there to put the ball hitch on, but it really didn't. Plus, on the ball hitch, you have a lock nut and a nut that locks the ball on there anyway, so that wasn't a big concern of mine. Also, I want to show you on the tractor. Oh, another thing I had to do. My tractors have electric start, so the ring gear, whatever you want to call that, where the chain goes around for the electric start, was going to hit this. Now if you have a pull start, it's no problem. You won't have to grind this out here. So I want to show you on the tractor here something. Oh, and by the way, I had the sulky hitched up to the tractor, and a buddy of mine needed his truck. It was a Dodge pickup truck. He needed it towed up the street to the repair shop. I think his starter went or something at the time. So I towed him up to the shop with this setup here, and it didn't. It worked good. It worked good. So you could pull like a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. I didn't have any problems with it. Another problem that I ran into that I'll show you. On the tractor here, you have these hitch brackets over here, and then they're bolted onto the hitch itself. So what I did was, I ran the bolt in from the back and then put the nut on the outer part, because what was happening was the hitch was hitting the bolt, and then you didn't have enough steering radius on there. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to the hitch here, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. Before I show you that, I want to discuss one more thing. Okay, from the front of the tractor, and this bolts up to where the ball goes, you know, with your bushing and your spacer and everything. Okay, so from the very front to the very back here is like a 4-inch space, and then you drill your 3/8 hole in that. And then from here to the sulky, where you put the pin in on the sulky to fasten the sulky, you're going to go like 3 1/4 inch. What you're going to do is, if you decide to do this, you can mock everything up and make sure that everything is right. And now I'll go ahead and I'll mount it to the tractor. Okay, the spacer that I was telling you about that has to go up through the hitch here, you want to make sure that when you tighten the nut and the bolt up, that it's not squashing the bushing here. Okay, this way you have, steering. I didn't tighten it up yet. I just wanted to show you this. And I'm trying to think of what else you have to watch out for. The first time I hooked it up, it was a little too long on the end towards the front of the tractor here. So I wasn't having enough steering radius, so I had to cut some off until I had the right radius. So this way, it steers to the end. It won't jackknife on you or anything. You can back up, go forward. And I like it to pull the trailer. Plus, in the off season of snow plowing, I like to take the attachments off, and the tractor that I usually pick to do this is either this one or the L8 I just built. So it's an easy thing to pull your tractor in, pop the sulky off, and then what I do is I cut like a 2x4 to lay the tractor down on, because I don't like the tractor laying on its nose or down on its ass, I like to keep the tractor level. And then I just push the sulky forward here, so it makes more room. This way you don't have an attachment on. And anytime I have to pull the trailer, this is still on here. All I gotta do is slide the sulky on there, stick the pin in there, hook up my trailer, and go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish assembling this. I'm gonna put the sulky on it, and I'm gonna take it around the yard a little bit just to show you how it works. Okay, so the tractor is pretty level now. I hooked it all up and everything. And I'm going to bring the camera down to the yard here. I'm going to take it for a ride, and you can check it out for yourself, see how it maneuvers. Well, you can get them for $60 now, and I don't want to pay $60 either. We're on a low budget plan over here. I try to fabricate and make as much stuff as I can, because the prices for these, for the Gravely equipment, attachment parts, any part, is like unbelievably crazy. So, please contact me.